What's up, honey bunnies? We have had a huge wave of LRD graduates recently, and as we read over their surveys, we have found some really powerful commonalities between our students with the highest success rate. So I wanted to jump on here and share them with you. So the first commonality we have found throughout our most successful students was having really clear expectations. You got to be realistic, not pessimistic, but realistic about any obstacles that you could face. For example, in both LRD courses that we offer, there is an if-then exercise, which maps out exactly what your backup plan will be for any circumstances that could throw you off your game. Because simply put, when you have a plan of action, you can respond versus react and more likely to stay on track with your goals. Second, level of accountability. You got to be honest. What environment do you need? Know yourself. I mean, we all do better with structure and at least some tool or method of self-regulation and self-monitoring. So don't leave yourself any room to hide or avoid facing the root of your struggles. You want to bring them to the forefront and focus on them hard so you can get through them, right? And you have to meet yourself exactly where you are to do this and just commit to yourself to whichever level of accountability that you need to stay consistent. So in LRD courses, this looks like our progress trackers, our homework trainings and tutorials, exercises like our routine builders, daily accountability postings, and weekly mentorship calls with me. And lastly, the third commonality was the power of the group. So there is real magic in numbers. So when a group of people come together and share a common mission to better themselves and feel safe to be open and vulnerable, change happens, ladies. And we've seen this through multiple studies, even groups like AA, rehab intervention centers, and even group therapy. And another thing that drives motivation in a group setting is the need for social acceptance. So we all have this innate need to be socially accepted. And when we know that we're trying to implement positive behavioral changes, we know that these changes will likely result in a higher level of social acceptance and participation. And this has nothing to do with looking a certain way. This is about demonstrating positive behaviors and energy that people want to be around, including yourself. So remember, when it comes to support and making these changes, we aren't meant to live on islands. We need social support, I mean, pandemic or not. When we find a community of like-minded women who are trying to create lifestyles that are in alignment with a shared system of values, it creates an unshakable bond and group determination to keep the momentum going. And one more thing I want to say is know your why and surrender it to a higher power. Because let me tell you, girl, if you don't, on the hard days, if you have nothing outside of yourself or higher than yourself to have faith and hope in, you are likely to crumble. So throughout our LRD courses, we have our students continually write and sign agreements to themselves. Everybody's story is different, but one thing I have seen in common throughout all of the women who have transformed in LRD is that they know exactly why they are choosing to redesign their lifestyle, and they have such a strong faith in a spiritual source or a higher power. So if you are ready to start following the LRD lifestyle and reclaim control over your health and well-being, I have a free resource ready to get you started today. I want you to download the Motivated Morning and start following the exact daily routine that helped me lose and keep off 80 pounds. So go to LRDacademy.com to learn more or check out the link in the description. I believe in you, you can do this, and I cannot wait to hear your feedback.